The Matrix is sensing a disturbance.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Keith's Fantasy Club Toecutter. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. Right up front here, we have a nice little illustration of Toecutter. His name is Toecutter. On this side, we have a lot of things and stuff. Heavy Metal, Keith's Fantasy Club. On this side, converts from Robot Warrior to Apocalyptic Motorcycle, and back again. Things and stuff and things up top. Heavy Metal on the bottom, Heavy Metal on the back. We have a little schematic of him, a little rundown of what is in the box. Then you also have a brief bio if you want to read it, and that's basically it for the packaging. Also included is a collector's card with that same image there of Toecutter, and on the back you have his tech specs if that interests you. Hooray for cards. Then, moving right along, here we have Toecutter, and this is KFC's take on GoBot Cycle. That's right, we're getting some GoBot love. Never opposed to some GoBot love. And yes, here he is in robot mode. He is packed in robot mode, and yeah, I have some things to say about this figure. I have some things to say, but we'll get to all that as we go through the review. But here he is, and you know, he looks like Cycle. He gets to look across. But yeah, let's get in close here so we can take a look not at his Cycling crotch, but at that Cycling noggin. There's the noggin. Yeah, it's like not a bad head sculpt. It gets to look across. Looks like Cycle. Got that yellow for the eyes. Silver there on the face. Overall, not too bad. Not too bad. It's okay. And detailing wise, as far as everything else goes, a lot of basic shapes going on here, but then again, that is pretty much Cycle's design. Let's see, detailing here in the arms. Would have liked it if the arms were done in silver also. I think would have made things pop a little bit more, but you got that white and black there in the abdomen, yellow there on the crotchal region. The thighs are die-cast. You get a little bit of die-cast content there. Blue and yellow for the legs. You got these chromed out exhaust pipes. His big old feet. His toe-cutting toes are die-cast as well. And moving up the back, you got some tiny little red heel spurs. And you got a little bit of a backpack here for the motorcycle mode. You got these big old tires here with the spikes. I do wish the tires didn't have the spikes. One complaint I have, and it's a nitpick, but I wanted spikeless tires because he's not supposed to have spikes. But yeah, no, that's just a nitpick. But overall, it looks decent. It doesn't look great. It looks decent. It's a decent sculpt. Now, you know, again, this is a heavy remold of their Rekgar, of their Junkion mold. So there is a lot of remolding here, a lot of remolding to make him into Cycle. Now, articulation-wise, the head, he can look up, he can do total squirrel, can't really look down. Head can't rotate all that much. It seems like that's all the rotation you're going to get, just that little bit. Just due to the shape of his head and how everything is there, you're just not getting any real rotation. That's pretty much as far as you can get it. So yeah, not a whole lot there. Arms can rotate, can do a full 360, can move in and out. You do have bicep rotation. You have a double jointed elbow right there. The bottom joint, as you can hear, is on a ratchet. The upper joint is just friction. The wrists can rotate. The hands can open and close. The thumb is just on a hinge that moves in and out, and each finger is hinged individually at the base. You do have ratcheted waist rotation. You can move this panel out of the way so the legs can move forward that far, move back that far, outward. You can do the full splits and a little extra. You got thigh rotation. You got 90 degrees of bend there at the knee. The feet, they can move up a little bit, move down a lot due to transformation. They can rotate, and you have ankle tiltage. Now, before we move on, I do have to speak on the quality of this figure. Now, when I first took this thing out of the box, I was like, wow, this feels like a knockoff. Like, the plastic just does not feel good on this figure. Like, it just feels like knockoffy plastic, and it's just, yeah, just... Now, they have reissued, like, all of their Junkions. They have been reissuing, like, a lot of their stuff recently. I have the original version of their Rekgar, and that version does not feel like this. So I don't know if the re-releases are using the same kind of plastic, but the original version does not. Like this just feels like a knockoff, like a straight up knockoff. The little bit of die cast they put in it is the only thing that's giving this figure any kind of weight. Otherwise, this thing would be as light as a feather. Like, this thing just straight up feels like a knockoff. So quality-wise, yeah, not good. Not good. Now, as far as accessories go, you just get this bit right here. And this is for the motorcycle mode. And it splits into two, so you can't hold them as individual weapons if you want. And these are just kind of his, like, you know, his faux hands that are going to be holding on to the wheel in motorcycle mode. They also have springs, and they do actually compress. And yeah, you got the tabs here that will go into the slot in the palm, the usual tab in the slot of the palm method of weapon holding. And you just plug that in, wrap his fingers around it, and if you can get his fingers wrapped around it, you have to move his thumb out of the way. There we go. Get that in there, and there you go. You can thwack, 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 thwack. He has a thwacking stick. A good old Psy-killing thwacking stick. You do also get some extra spikes, which I'm not going to use because I don't like the spikes that are on him because he shouldn't have spikes, but anyway. You get some extra spikes here done in a gunmetal gray, and you can put these on these wheels here if you want him to have more spikes, but I don't want him to have more spikes. But you can do it if you want to. You get these extra spikes as well, which are basically just Rekgar's spikes. And you can plug them, you know, into the sides of his knees or whatever. You also get some adapters. It's rolling away from me. Come back here! You get some little adapters here that are meant for these spikes. So you can put them into motorcycle mode, and I'll show off how that looks in a little bit. But yeah, that is all you get with this figure as far as accessories go. So there you have that, and now for comparison. Here he is with Masterpiece Megs. As you can see, the two evil leaders look side by side. Here he is with the Action Toys Bike Robo, aka Little Psy-Kill. So you can see how that works out. He's so wee. He's so wee. Here he is with the DX Psy-Kill from Action Toys. Now, in my personal opinion, I don't do recommendations anymore because I feel like that's not my place, but if you had to get a Psy-Kill, this one. This is what you want to do right here. This is the best as far as I'm concerned, but there you have that. And here he is with KFC's Rekgar, so you can see just how much they remolded on this figure, and they remolded a lot, like a lot, to turn this guy into Psy-Kill. I'll give you the turnaround here so you can see who's who, what's what, where's how, and why's when. You can see just how much remolding they did here. A lot of remolding. A lot of remolding. Now again, this is the original version of the figure. This is not the re-release. This is the original version. So this feels a lot better quality. Definitely better quality than this feels. And before anybody says something, yes, all the facial hair on my Rekgar like snapped off because over time the rubber just dried up and his facial hair just snapped off. Oh well, it is what it is, but you know. But yeah, they did a lot of remolding here for Psy-Kill. Just wish it was better quality, but there you go. So that is basically it for the robot mode, so let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's. So, first thing we need to do, just remove these wheels, put them off to the side, and now we can commence. Let's just kind of close his hands up here, like that, and let's get started with the backpack here because we have to get all this situated before we do anything else. So you're just going to unclip the backpack here. Just bring all this out. You got the handlebars, which are in here, and just bring these out, and then you're going to take them and you're going to just rotate them 180 like so. And once you have done that, you have a little side view mirrors and everything, the rear view mirrors. So this part is a little tricky because now you want to take all this and you want to feed it through here. Now you have a lot of joints to use. This could be a little tricky, but just try to work with everything, and you can get it. It just Takes a bit of doing. There you go. Just use all those joints at your disposal, and you can just get those out like that. Once you've done that, you come up under here, and you get the windshield out. This, you gotta get, oh, there's a little tab right here. I always forget, there's a little tab right here. You just go, there you go. I forget about the tab. I just like doing things the hard way sometimes, I guess. I don't know, but anyway, you have a post right here, which will go into a port right under here. So just take this and plug it in, And again, you just want to use all those joints at your disposal. So you want to bring the handlebars out. You can take all this and kind of get this situated, get that up out of the way. So you want to, again, just use all of these hinges at your disposal and just bring all of this up. And that should sit like that. You got all that looking like that. So you're pretty much done there. That's pretty much the trickiest part. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to take these chest panels here, take them, pop them up, pop his pecs, get some pec pop in action here on Psykill, bring those up, and you can take his head, and that will just tuck back in there like so. Just bring the arms up. You're going to rotate the arms at the bicep, like that. Rotate that up, bring the arms up, and now these shoulders are going to swing in to the body and just get them situated, and then this panel here will just tab in right there. Let's bring that down. That will tab into place. Just get everything situated so the arm is just sitting right there in that little groove. And second verse, just like the first, just like this, bring this in, let's bring that up, and bring this little panel down, get everything lined up like that. Once you've done that, you want to take the forearm and just bend it in like so. There's just a little groove right there for that to sit in, and it will just situate like that. Second verse just like the first, just bring that down and situate everything thusly. So you got all that going. Now here's one part that does not work on my figure. I don't know if it's just my copy or if this is going to be a widespread issue. Don't know. But this is on a slider. Slide it forward, and it's going to, in theory, clip into these slots right here, but on my copy it don't clip. It just don't clip in. Doesn't matter how hard I push down. I mean, they're exactly where they're supposed to go. It just don't clip. It don't stay. There's nothing there. There's no clip. It clips in fine here for robot mode, but it doesn't clip in here at all for motorcycle mode. It don't stay. It don't stay. It just don't want to stay. You can turn him into a puppet, and it just doesn't want to stay. He kind of looks like Brian from Family Guy, but it just doesn't want to stay. So that's the part that's not good. Not good. Not good at all. But anyway, in theory, that should just clip in right there. So we're done with the upper body. Now we move on to the lower body. So now what we're going to do here is we're going to take these skirt panels here, just rotate them all the way up, like that. Then you want to come down here to his crotch. We're going to get up close and personal with his crotch. You're going to take that and just pop his crotch up, like so. Bring that up like that. Come down to the legs. Also have a loose foot. This foot likes to get loose. You can just tighten the screws, but apparently these are these annoying kind of screws that like to loosen themselves. No matter how many times you tighten them, you can fix that, but still, that's another little annoyance. That's probably just my copy, but again, just something to note. Something to note. So these little yellow pieces, you're going to rotate down. That will expose a port. Then you're going to take the leg and extend it outward like that. This little section here will flip up. That exposes a post. And we'll just do the same thing on the other side right now. So flip that up. Rotate this around. Extend the leg. As far as the feet go, you want to flip in the little tiny heel spur. Bring the foot down and then rotate the foot 180. Flip into heel, bring the toe down, rotate 180, and there we go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bend the knee up, and this post will end up in this port right here. So just bend that up, that will plug in, bend that up, that will plug in. It doesn't plug in all the way, it just kind of sits right there. There we go. So now we can bring the legs up. The fist will just end up just kind of tucking right in there. Oh, one thing I always forget to do. My God, I always forget to do this. Yeah, these little tabs here, right below the wrists, that will flip up like that. So now we can bring this up. And what's going to happen here is this tab will go into the slot right here in the bottom of the foot. So take that and just plug it in, take that and plug it in, and there we go. You also have the little crotchio region here. There are tabs on either side which will go into these little slots right here. So you can just line that up, and if you have everything done right, and the gold is smiling down upon you, everything should just tab in and sit like that. There are also tabs right here that will lock everything together, and voila. Yeah, but anyway, we got that done. So now we're just gonna put on the finishing touches here, which would be the wheels. So the wheels, just going to plug in between the knees here. So just line it up, plug it in, like so. Get everything nice and squozen. You can bring these kickstands down, like that. Then we're going to bring in this bit here and separate it. And you have posts and ports, all those lovely posts and ports. Yes, wonderful, marvelous. There we go. So you want the flat end here facing inward like that. And we can put that a little bit more. And this wheel will go in between them. Plug it in. I really wish that would clip in like it's supposed to, but it just doesn't want to. It just doesn't want to. But anyway, there we go. There we have Toecutter, aka Psykill, in his alt. Oh, you can actually get a good spin out of him, though. I'll give him that. I will give him that. Credit where it's due. Not a bad spinner. But it's not a bad looking motorcycle mode. I can work with it. It works for Psykill. You know what? I can deal with this. I can work with this. It's not too shabby. Again, wish this was secure, but hey, it is what it is. But that's no bueno. That's no bueno at all. I wish that clipped in like it's supposed to. But oh, one more little step I almost forgot to do. These little sections here, flip forward. There we go. That just finishes like covering up the fists and everything. So there you go. Now we're done. Whee! There we go. It deserves another spin. There we go. Now it is complete. But yeah, motorcycle mode, not too bad. Again, wish it didn't have the spikes on the wheels, but hey, I'll live with it. But all in all, I think it doesn't work out too badly for Mr. Psykill here. Again, you got the nice black plastic for that windshield. Got the handlebars, which are nice and chromed out. Got the little gas gap there, picked out in silver. Got some silver here on the sides. Again, you got the nice chromed out exhaust pipes. Nice molded detail back here. Oh no, not too bad. Not great, but not too bad. Again, I think Rekdar wore this mold a lot better. But overall, not too shabby. Of course, this is bad. I mean, looks-wise, not too shabby. Functionality-wise, that's no good. That's just no good at all, but it is what it is. But, you know, there you have the top, there you have the bottom, and does he roll his rolling thing? Should? Not really, because that just collapses. You can make him slide. You can slide like rolling things should. Hooray for sliding, rolling things that don't stay together. Oh my God. My God. And for comparison, here it is with the Action Toys little bike robo. Here it is with the DX version from Action Toys. Again, love this one. And here it is with the Super GoBots Psykill. Is it precious? I'm calling it precious. Precious. And here it is with KFC's Rekdar, so you can see just how much they remolded on this figure. A lot of remolding they did here to give it two different motorcycle modes. Again, you know, they share a skeleton, but there's a lot of different, you know, lots of different parts here. But yeah, all in all, not too shabby, so there you go. Now, as I mentioned earlier, you do have these little spike adapters that you can use if you want. You can plug these in here and just plug that into the sides and have that going on. And again, you can take these Little ones here, you can plug them into the sides of his knees, and you can get a little bit more spiky action if you want to. Me personally, I don't want to, but hey, you have the option, and as always, options are good. So there you go. So there you have Toecutter, and yeah, not too good. Not too good at all. It looks cheap, it feels cheap. Like I said earlier, it feels like a knockoff. Just not good quality plastic going on there. As I said earlier, the die cast is the only thing giving him any kind of weight. Otherwise, he'd be light as a feather. Yeah, just not feeling it, the robot mode looks okay at best. The motorcycle mode looks decent. It works. I can work with it. The transformation works fine. But unfortunately, that top section of the motorcycle on my copy anyway just does not clip in like it's supposed to. It just doesn't work, and that's just very annoying. Again, could just be my copy. I don't know. But yeah, I kind of feel like they did Psykill dirty here. They did Psykill kind of dirty, and Psykill deserves better. He deserves better than this, but oh well. It is what it is, so there you go. Now, if you would like this or any of KFC's other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There'll be a link in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out my third-party Transformers playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love Peace Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Keith's Fantasy Club Toecutter. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. Hi, I'm here for the job interview. Wait a second, don't I know you? No, I've never met you before in my life. Nah, I do, didn't you used to have your own TV show? No, I don't know what you're talking about. Dude, it's totally you! Psykill, right? Yeah, that's me. Man, I gotta say, I'm a big fan. Why are you here interviewing for a job? Have times gotten that tough? Yeah, the go-botting business isn't what it used to be. Well, listen, I would love to help you out. No, really? Oh, maybe we can be co-leaders? I'm sorry, what? Co-leaders. We can rule the world together, side by side. It'll be great. Our enemies will never suspect it. So what you're saying is you want me to make you an equal partner and share credit? Well, yes. Get out of here! Get out of here before I blast you back to the discount bin you came from!